Good morning, everybody, on this first day of summer, and we welcome you. It started at 1:04 in the morning. How does summer start at 1:04 in the morning?
No idea.
Tommy, you're the weatherman. How does summer start at 1:04? Is it where the solstice is or some foolish thing?
I think somebody just did the old dartboard thing.
Okay, is that how it works?
I think that's how it works. Yeah.
All right. We're going to go to the phone lines right now. Scott Tomasello is joining us from the World Am, Golf.com's biggest golf tournament of the year. Scott, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Hey, Scott, how long have you this is what, your second year with the World Am?
This will actually be my 6th year with the World Am, my 3rd full time. We've been around here for quite a while helping these guys out. They finally decided to let me on full time.
Hey, with the golf tournament, though, once you get your hands and your teeth into it, you've already got 2,800 applicants, players in the tournament already. Does it overwhelm you at times?
It certainly is overwhelming, being in the Myrtle Beach area. There's a lot to handle around here. We certainly take up a lot of the space, but once you really get into it, it's a great time, and we'd love to have as many people as we possibly can, so the more the merrier.
And this is the 30th celebration this year, your 30th anniversary year, and I know we were up to 5,000 at one point, but that was almost too many people, wasn't it?
It can be at sometimes, and 3,000 seems to be the area that we've been kind of handling around for the past couple of years. And being the 30th anniversary, we do want to amp it up this year, and we've got a lot to offer. So we're hoping to get it up to about 3,200 or so this year.
That's perfect. I know the gift bag itself is probably, entry fee's under $500, but at the same time, the gift bag's got to be worth a couple $100 that all the players get.
This year the gift bag this year is going to be bigger than ever. We've got an Oxford jacket. We've got a Greg Norman polo. We've got tons of different merchandise coming from plenty of our sponsors. And to be frank with you, the retail value is almost $300. It's worth the entry fee practically alone.
Now, I got to tell you, though, one of the best things that's in that gift bag that you get are the socks.
I'm glad you hear it. Yeah, we do have them again this year.
Well, I'll tell you what. New Balance provided the socks years ago, and I still have my New Balance socks. Every year it's a different sock provider, but this last 2 years it's been Altera, and they do it. What a beautiful sock. That is like a $20 pair of golf socks.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. They do a fantastic job. We've had some great response from the socks, and that's why we brought them back this year. They're bringing back a new fabric, and supposedly it's better than ever.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, it is funny, though, Mick, when everybody says, what do you like in your gift bag? They say, the socks.
Hey Scott, how do you manage all of these participants' entrance into this golf thing? Is this all computerized? Who does the logistics on all this stuff? It's got to be staggering.
Well, we do have a pretty small staff here, but it's a great staff here at Golf Holiday. We've got a great programmer that a lot of the things that we do these days are computer-based, handicapping, scoring, and logistics. A lot of these things are switching over to some great technology. And so far, we've been able to handle it, and we hope to continue to do so. So far, it's been great, and the 30th year shouldn't be any different.
Scott, one of the things I've noticed over the years is that the sandbagging has been limited to almost nil because of the checking and the background checks you guys do and all the handicaps coming in throughout the country. And it's interesting at night to see the different people. I can remember one year, Scott, you hadn't gotten there yet, where they called a club to check on a guy's handicap, and they says, "Oh, why are you asking? Who's calling?" "Well, we're from the Myrtle Beach Golf Holiday Association that runs the golf tournament up here." He says, "Well, the guy you're calling about is standing here in front of me." He was.
Oh no!
And then
if you're unfamiliar with the tournament, the technology is part of that. We've been able to outsource a lot of our things that we can get it quicker. We're not monitoring on a weekly basis. It's daily, minutely, secondly. We're seeing those information coming straight to our computers. And if you never played before and you're worried about anybody sandbagging, I can assure you that is very limited around here, and we do as best a job we can to monitor that.
And if somebody is shooting and having great rounds, it's not until after the second round that they'll penalize him for maybe falsifying his handicap or pleasure, and you'll go down.
They'll adjust the handicap.
They'll adjust the handicap.
Good.
And I think that's a great system. But if they find out that a guy is out and out lying, or has two handicaps somewhere,
ban him.
He's gone. And that's happened over the years.
We have no no toleration for that. No toleration for that at all.
And Scott, with the golf.com, you guys have really done well in organizing the tournament this 30th year. Accommodations and golf courses. Any new golf courses up there?
The new golf courses are few and far between. We've had the quality is actually going up quite a bit. You know, we've stuck around 100 golf courses around here. We're still using 64 golf courses in the World Am itself. And so far, you know, the conditions are great, even in summertime. I mean, they're sticking with the heat, no problem at all. And August is a great time to come down with the family, whether it's the beach for the kids and the golf for the parents. It's really a great time.
And just to let people know, the kids in South Carolina go back to school the week before we get there.
Oh,
so the beaches aren't as crowded. Yeah, beaches aren't as crowded. But the kids down here are also back to school. So it's a good time for Dad to get away and go up and play some golf. And the way the tournament is set up for people, it's set up so that you're in your own handicap area, probably sometimes within 2 or 3 strokes.
Oh, really?
From like 11.1 to 13.3 and your age group. And like I'm in
one of the great things about
Go ahead, Scotty.
One of the great things about the tournament is that you will be playing against everybody in the exact same range as you. If you're a man 55 years old, you're going to be playing with 50 to 59-year-olds in a handicap between 10 and 11. I mean, there's no real differentiation between those groups.
I can remember one year it was between 11.1 and 11.9 in one of the flights.
Wow.
Because there's so many guys. You know, and there is a women's tournament, too, at the same time, Scott, right?
Yes, sir. About 7 to 8% of our field are women, and we get about 250 to 300 women each year, and they have a great time. The ladies all know each other, and they're always welcoming. Everybody's great there. The women love the tournament, and whether they're coming down with their husbands or on a ladies' trip themselves, they've always come out and love it, no matter where they're coming from. It
is an amazing event for golfers. It's probably the only time in your life you'll get to feel as if you're in a PGA tournament, because you know, you go to the practice tee every morning, everybody's talking, and it's a lot of fun. But it's different golf courses. You play 4 different golf courses the 4 days that you're there.
Oh, so you never play the same one twice?
Never play the same one twice. And Scott, what's the charge right now? And are there any deals going on that our listeners can get involved with?
The current entry fee is $550. That'll get you your 4 rounds of golf, your 4 nights of free food and drink, and that includes an open bar for anybody listening.
Yeah, well, we're going to get into that.
We're talking about, but I'm going to go ahead, since you guys are such loyal participants in the Southwest Florida, there's a great area to come from. We're going to offer anybody listening today a $50 discount to get that entry fee down to $500. If you get to our payment page, you just type in WCCF. It'll knock $50 off of that entry fee for you.
That is super.
Scott, you do know that every time Hippo comes to this event, he brings a hurricane with him. Are you still extending invitation to him?
Mick!
I'm just asking.
Well, there have been hurricanes that have followed me up there, Scott. But, you know, last time up there, it was 5 days of the most perfect weather I've ever had. So be quiet, Mick.
Everybody has a bad year.
I was there the year we had the hurricane form right off of Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
And I had never, ever seen that. But, Scott, where are you originally from?
I'm originally from right outside of D.C. in Maryland in Montgomery County. I've actually used to take a place out in Southwest Florida myself, so I'm very familiar with the area.
Well, that's neat. We're going to take a quick break for traffic and weather. Can you hold on with us?
Sure thing.
Because I want to talk about the 19th hole with everybody. Tommy's got a weather forecast. Go ahead, Tom. We are back. Scott Tomasello's on the line with us. Scott, sorry for that break that we had. Tommy, you're going to throw up his pot. There you go. And, Scott, let's talk about the 19th hole for at the golf.com World Amateur Championship. It is, as you said, every night, Monday through Thursday, the world's largest 19th hole.
And where's this held?
That's right, the world's largest 19th hole. It's a great place to gather everybody after the golf in the morning. It's 6 to 9 each night, Monday through Thursday.
And somebody told me they played golf up there with Roger Clemens one year. The different celebrities.
Yeah, Roger's actually been a friend of the World Am for a couple of years now, and we hope to get him back this year. He's a great friend of the tournament. He loves coming out and playing with all the regular guys.
Yeah, he'd been a couple flights younger than me, I think. But I understand. Dr. Steve Jacobitis here in town played in one of the rounds with him.
Oh, cool.
And had a lot of fun. Said he wasn't a bad golfer. But the world's 19th hole, world's largest 19th hole at the Convention Center in Myrtle Beach. And that's about the only place it could be held, isn't it? Large enough.
For sure. Myrtle Beach has a lot of places that we can hang out, but 3,000 people is a lot to gather. And the convention center does a great job, and they host as many people as we can for a great time, food, drink, and live entertainment. You can't really beat it.
And at what time does it open every night?
It's 6 to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and every participant that's entered in the World Am is welcome to bring one guest, and children are always free, so bring the whole family out and have a good time.
It is an amazing event for golfers. You get a lot of great deals that night, and you learn a lot about golf. Dave Pelz has been there over the years to learn about golf. Different companies bring their reps and different people that will talk to folks, and it is an amazing event. Just a lot of fun and golf camaraderie, like you've never seen it before.
That's great. But how do you throw that party? Yeah, I'm going to be stopping by with 3,000 of my buddies for a drink.
No,
Okay.
no. Drink has an S on it. Trust me. With Open Bar, who are the alcohol sponsors this year?
We always have Goslings every year. We're looking to do another thing with Better Brands again. So obviously, included in your entry fee is going to be an open bar. It's going to have top shelf liquor, beers and wine for everybody to include. So it's always a good time, whether you're there to have fun or whether you're trying to be serious and not do anything and have an early start the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
good luck
it's
with
entirely
that.
up to you how you want to play it.
Well, but there are. I mean, it's a fun time, and the friends you make at Myrtle Beach. I see a guy come down every year that I played with every year. He plays in the senior tournaments down here in Southwest Florida, and he's from the East Coast, but I see him over here all the time. He and his wife
great.
both.
Yeah.
And we say hi, but we met at the World Am. And the friends you make at the World Am, Scott, they're there because they're your golfing buddies. I mean, it's amazing, those people and who they are and the different walks of life. We met a chief of his African tribe that actually went to Stanford and Yale and got doctorate degrees there.
Really?
That came and played in the World Am. It is amazing. Do the stories of the people surprise you, Scott? All the people that participate?
You know, they used to, after being around it for so long, some of the stories that I've heard are just fabulous. I mean, we've had guys that started one year and then they've made friends with 20 other guys and they bring them every year. You know, the average player plays in about 6 or 7 World Ams, which is incredible to me. The loyalty that we have with our participants is great. And even if you haven't played before, I really think that the first time will get you hooked and you'll never want to stop coming to it.
And Scott,
And
for
even
this,
another fun fact about the World Ams, we have 11 guys who have played in all 30 World Ams, and that is just insane to me. I mean, that story is ridiculous.
Yeah.
and Scott, for this $500, that's all the food, the golf, the accommodations.
Not the
drink?
accommodations. You got to make your own accommodations.
Oh, I see. Okay.
$500. That's your entry fee for the 4 days. Gets you and a guest to the world's largest 19th hole every night. And it's amazing.
Is there problems
It
finding
also
enough?
includes that gift bag, and that's one
Oh,
of the
yeah.
great things. It's all inclusive. I mean, you're not going to nickel and dime you. It's all there. The only thing we ask is you get those accommodations, and we have great deals on that as well. You know, you're welcome to stay. We have 100 places to stay in Myrtle Beach, wherever you want to be.
So there is plenty of room.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, yes. It's amazing, Mick. And don't forget, you can log on to the website, World Golf. Give us the website. Is it worldamateur.com still, or is it golf.com?
WorldAmGolf.com, and then don't forget, if you want to type in the promo code to get your $50 savings, it's WCCF. For all you guys out there, we want to have as many Southwest Floridians out there as possible.
And we usually take about 20 up there, and I report back on how everybody's doing that day.
Good.
Or some people pay me not to.
That's good, too.
That's good, too. Scotty, I'll be talking to you. Thank you very much, Scott.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right,
Our
Scott.
pleasure. Scott Tomasello from theworldam.com. Right now it's time for sports with the Hippo.
Miami Heat are once again champions of the